Things to do: you have 4 options. Play fence only. Play full game. Entering team select screen. The Green Bay Packers, the home team, are selected. Ready?
Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football. So are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Hi Cyclist, it's Leo. Yo.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They are led out by an 8-time Pro Bowler in his 16th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
Man, you really should get you affiliated. Definitely would like to give you this.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I am trying, my friend. I am trying to stream consistently, maybe one day.
Whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. The long touchdown pass gets them 6.
Me too, but need a better computer or an Xbox or something.
2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Bears getting the football here offensively, and the man in charge at QB. It is 4th year now for North Carolina, Mitchell Trubisky.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Tyler Lancaster on the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points.
Entering. Exit game. Depth chart. Slot 2. Slot 1. Player name M. Trubisky. AHB selected. Player name E. Montgomery. Player name T. Cohen. Player name C. Patterson. Player name Arnold. Entering coaching screen.
When they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number.
If you do get a PS5 eventually, you'll be happy to know that in-game menus read for the playbooks in Madden 2.1.
Around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Nice gain there by the 2nd-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control a game with his running.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Send me a link on Twitter. We'll have to watch that video.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Well, all right, just call the call. We're going to play. Come on now.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Chicago.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Third down. It's Patterson, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Jackson now to return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter J.K. Scott as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. So back-to-back games here of great production and just, his cuts. They're so quick last week and this week.
That comes from confidence, I think. He understands what the defense is trying to do, but I think he has so much belief in his offensive line that he's just saying, the block's going to be there. I'm not worried about it. And we saw that last week. In fact, they were so good last week on the flight home. I actually plugged in the game and watched the offensive line play one more time. I was so impressed by them. And they're carrying it over to this week. And, of course, when you got a big-time runner behind them, that's a pretty good combination.
Doesn't hurt. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run with Patterson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive.
Oh yes, also, forgot to mention, there is also a new click lock sound.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 1st down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done, so I think going for it there was the right call.
Nice.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. And that throw behind his man, he missed him. Incomplete.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. The Chicago offense set to get started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Trubisky. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On second down now, it's Montgomery. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And it'll move the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Trubisky to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. So give them the first down. First and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was 4-down territory. They went for it, picked it up. They didn't get the touchdown, but what a great consolation prize. A new set of downs and another shot at the end zone.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now it's Trubisky. Shakes off the sack. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. As they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, it's Taylor. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has one touchdown, one interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First and 10.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This is Jones, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun. Rodgers brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Intended for Devontae Adams. Incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
6-yard line.
The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
The tackle made at the 12.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Patterson on the carry. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds.
A gain of 7.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On 1st down, it's Patterson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Trubisky's pass intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on 1st down. Montgomery. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Montgomery.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, it's Patterson. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run. Montgomery. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's brought down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Another carry for the running back.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third down.
The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
The gain of 3.
This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, it's Montgomery. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Trubisky will throw. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
On the stop. Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On first down, Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Now Crosby for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie.
If you did know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? On play action, Rodgers. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Rodgers. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 27-21, your final. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. 31-10 was the final score. And then one more to highlight. Monday Night Football. That'll be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. In our game, it's been Mitchell Trubisky, who's looked sharp thus far. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Now it's Patterson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
32, David Montgomery.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Yeah, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Dean Lowry able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now it's Trubisky. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Trubisky to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bears will extend their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Valdez-Scantling. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Rodgers brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
17.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Now it's Patterson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mitchell Trubisky and the Bears set to begin their next drive. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
2 yards.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop.
Delay of game, offense.
What's the deal, y'all?
So that'll back him up 5.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That third down conversion good for 23.
Gain of 23 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first down, it's Montgomery. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
They'll run on first down. Montgomery breaks the tackle, now an alley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle made.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Trubisky. A very quick pass to Ridley. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
The Bears.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
the red zone now. Here's Trubisky on first down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
The ball carrier.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Bears take over. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He's been great. Look down at the stat monitor here a moment ago. He's already over 300 yards in the 3rd quarter.
And you get the sense there are plenty more yards to come. He's been sharp right from the beginning, finding the open targets, knows exactly where he wants to go with the football, and is delivering it really well.
And now he is in search of more yardage on this drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Patterson. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
From the 40 now on second down. Trubisky. That's complete to Mooney. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Chicago.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Patterson on the draw play. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On second and a couple. Trubisky. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chicago first down. The former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Trubisky to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Montgomery back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will get the lead up to 14.
Bears 31, Packers 17.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. Jackson now to return. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 58 yards. And the Packers are back within a score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Extra point try now for Crosby. And cut the lead down now to a touchdown. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Come on, dog!
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore, because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. On first down, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now Crosby for the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Second and 11 at the 41. Trubisky will throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle, there to make the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky, and that is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Montgomery, they'll run for it. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this will be caught by Mooney. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. On first down, it's Montgomery. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now Trubisky to throw. Open space inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Here's Trubisky. Escapes the sack. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears. Touchdown. Anthony Miller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Jackson now to return. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So now Rodgers in the pack, down by 6, under 1:20 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Lazard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Rodgers to throw. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And he's into the end zone with no time left on the clock. And they're an extra point away from winning this game.
And the celebration is now just an extra point away from being full on. Think about those who may have left the stadium a little bit early thinking their guys might not get this done. Oh, it got done, and in a big way.
No time on the clock. This to claim victory. they're going to walk off a winner. Well, this was a game we'll have in the memory banks for a while. The winning touchdown at the end, and then they had to get that extra point. You know, the knees were shaking. But he put it through, and boom, a dramatic victory.
And just remember, prior to 2015, that extra point almost felt routine, didn't it? Like it was a fait accompli. But when we moved it back to the 15, now the drama kicked in. So, yes, the touchdown, extremely important. Obviously, they had to have it. That was huge. But that was not a gimme, and he knocked it through the post.
So for the Packers, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Finish game.